ladies and gentlemen, Gary Moore.
Hello there. Thank you, everybody. Hi, Bill Wendell. Thanks for stopping by. This, once again, is To Tell the Truth, and this is our mountain climbing version today. We have a very unusual member of the mountain climbing fraternity, who we'll meet as soon as we meet our, shall I say, land-bound panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Nipsey Russell. Kitty Carlisle. Bill Pellet. And Peggy Cash.
Well, now, Nipsey.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any special little piece of philosophy you could start us off with? Any little gem?
I do indeed.
I feel the need of it.
I think very soon we'll move to the moon, considering what the dollar is worth. With inflation and prices being what they are, it costs too much to live here on Earth.
Can't argue with that. And speaking of things going high, let us meet our very special mountain climber.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Samantha White.
Number two.
My name is Samantha White.
Number three.
My name is Samantha White.
Is it possible that two of those sweet things are fibbers? It doesn't seem likely, does it? Well, two of them are. Here is Samantha White's mountain climbing message. Let's see what it says. I, Samantha White, am the youngest person ever to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Both my mother and my daddy loved to climb mountains, and when I was 5, they took me climbing on Mount Rainier to a height of about 12,000 feet. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa. It is 19,340 feet high. So my parents and I had to do a lot of training to be fit for the climb. It took us 3 days to reach Gilman's Point on the rim of the crater, and we had to pack snowsuits, sleeping bags, and a tent because it gets really cold at night. I guess my parents worried a little about the climb being too hard for me, but the funny part was my mother kept getting out of breath and I didn't. Signed, Samantha White. And while our three young ladies unpack their lunch boxes, let's you and I have a 2-minute recess, huh?
Love Family Feud? Love Plinko? Hate the whammy? Now you can play your favorite BUZZR games anytime. Just go to BuzzRTV.com and then select play. Have fun and let's play.
Now, we have the good fortune to have with us 3 young ladies, darlings all of them, and they all claim that they are Samantha White, the youngest person ever to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Let's start with the well-traveled Miss Peggy Cass.
Thank you. Number 3, where is Mount Rainier? Mount Rainier is in Washington State, up near Tacoma, Washington, and
Thank
Seattle.
you. And now, number 2, what country is Mount Kilimanjaro in?
In Tanzania.
Thank you. And number 1, what time of year did you make the climb?
In summer.
Thank you. Well, number 1, wasn't it very warm during the daytime as you were climbing up?
Yes, it was.
Thank you. Now, number 3, did you carry your own sleeping bag and stuff, or did you have guides do that?
We had 4 porters and 1 guide, and the 4 porters took the sleeping bags and the clothes and stuff up.
Thank you. Number 2, did you bring a tent too for shelter?
Yes.
Well, number 3, were there any huts on the way up?
There were 3 huts, and the second one coming down was all filled up, and we had to use the tent.
They made a little girl like you use a tent while those big fellas slept in the hut. Number 1.
Thank you, Peg. We're going down Nipsey Russell, please.
Number 1, did you go sort of piggyback part of the way, or did you drive your own pitons and do your own climbing?
I did my own climbing.
Still with number 1, how did you train for that?
Well, we did sit-ups and jump roping.
I
and
see.
jogging
Thank you.
things.
Number 2, how was the breathing up there? Did you experience any difficulty in breathing?
No.
None at all. Number 3, were you hooked to the other climbers by a belt or a rope or anything of that sort?
Well, my dad said I might fall behind, so he used a belt, but if he's on the ashes, every time you went up a step, you fell back about 3 steps. So my dad said, use a belt, and every time I pulled on the belt, he would say, 1 more time and I'll let go and you can fall down the ashes.
Okay, still with number 3. Did you ever stay overnight where you had to sleep in a sling against the side of the mountain, or did you come to camp to a rest point every night?
Well, I don't exactly know.
I see.
And from Nipsey we go, please, to Kitty Carlisle.
Well, number 1, would you say you're the youngest person in the whole wide world to climb up Mount Kilimanjaro?
I wouldn't know.
I'll bet you are. Number 2, who did the cooking?
My mother.
And what did you eat?
Father. We usually ate canned foods.
Uh-huh. And number 3, you talked about ashes and falling back in where did the ashes come from?
From inside the volcano a long time ago when it erupted.
Oh, I see. And number 1, when you started out, how long did you know that the climb was going to be? You couldn't tell how long it would be?
No.
Number 2, how long did it actually take?
3 days up and 2 days down.
Oh, it's quicker coming down. I always thought it was more difficult coming down a mountain than going up. No, huh? And number 3, when you got back to camp, what did you do?
Well, we came back to camp, the first hut, the third hut coming up. Well, the first hut coming down, we had a nap there and then went on down, and we slept overnight in the tent and then went on down to the mountain, and that's where I got my crown of flowers.
Oh, you got a crown of flowers? How
Hey
lovely.
there, how nice. Yeah, Bill Cullen.
I want to continue that. Who gave you the crown of flowers, number 3?
Well, our guide and our porters, while we were going up the mountain, had made it.
Number 1 and number 3 told us that when on the way down, the second hut was filled up. Did that apply in your case, too?
Yes.
Were there other climbers, people going up and down that mountain at the same time? Is that?
There were a lot.
Uh-huh. Number 2, how old are you now? You did this when you were 5.
I'm 9.
When you went back to school after you climbed the mountain, did you do that as part of your show and tell, number 2?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Did you have show and tell in your school?
Yes.
What did you tell them about if you didn't tell them about climbing Mount Kilimanjaro?
I didn't tell them about anything, only some of my good friends.
In other words, in show and tell, you just clam up. Is that the idea? You don't tell them anything or show them anything?
No.
No. Reminds me of someone I'm married to whose name should be unpronounced. Number 1, did you also have a belt for safety reasons?
Yes, I did.
And were you helped along by anybody during this long climb, or were you on your own feet all the time?
I was on my own feet all the time.
Now, do you have any
Oh, boy, too bad we have to end here. It is going to be hard, as Peggy says. The bell rang, and hard as it is, we have to choose. Is it a 1, or is it a 2, or is it a 3? $50 for each wrong vote. We pay $500 if it's a total stump by the panel. And Peggy starts, please.
Well, boy, number 3 really sounded as though she made the trip, and I was sort of tempted by number 1, but number 2 was a very silent type, and mountain climbers are silent. Who have they got to talk to? So I voted for 2.
We got a 2 going, and we're going down to Nipsey.
I was almost swayed for number 3 because she has such a volume of information and seems so well prepared on the subject, but I went with number 2 on account of the haircut.
Yeah, the haircut. You like the haircut. All right, we got a pair of 2s. And Kitty.
Well, number 1 was very modest and very cute, and she said she didn't even know if she was the youngest one to climb this extraordinary mountain. And I think mountain climbers are like that, so I voted for number 1.
Hey there, good reason. You got a 1, Sean, and Bill Cullen.
Well, I don't know anything about mountain climbing, and obviously that lady over there does. But I voted for number 3 because of similarity between her life and mine. When I was her age, every time I slipped on the ashes, my father would give me a belt. And for that reason, I voted for number
3. All right, so the votes are pretty well spread out evenly, bunched in the middle a little bit. The votes are all in. Now, I've told you that Samantha is not the only mountain climber in her family. Her little sister, Penelope, who is age 5, Penelope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she joined the rest of the family in climbing Oregon's Mount Hood, and Penelope is the youngest person to have ever made that particular climb.
Oh.
So, Penelope, go over there and give your sister a big hug. It isn't going to be too hard to find out because you look just like, and there she is. Great. Thank you. It's a shame to never get off that shot. That's so pretty. Yeah, let's go back. Lloyd, can we?
Hold on, Penelope.
Can't do it just yet, huh? All right. Well, yeah, I just want to sit and look at that for a while.
That's great.
That's nice. Well, let's find out who our imposters are now that I've lost all the cameras up. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Pamela Black, and I'm a student at Horace Mann Barnard Elementary.
Hey there. And number 2 with the 2 big votes, what is your real name? What do you do? Where you go?
My name is Andrea Brophy, and I am a student at Donald A. Quarles School in Englewood, New Jersey.
Hi there. Well, now that we've gotten those 2 together, it looks like they're going to be stuck that way forever. But I want to thank you for a very interesting spot, Samantha and Penelope and friends. Take care now, all of you. It says here that I'm supposed to ask you, panel, to identify this piece of equipment and to guess what it is for. But I think I'm going to evade the whole issue.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was a training bra, but...
No,
Training bra.
it's a chin strap.
It's a chin strap.
Oh.
But no, wait a minute. I got it wrong.
Watch out for your hair.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
No, when you get the chin strap on, what is supposed to be the purpose of the chin strap?
To
Pull your
pull
chin
the
up.
wrinkles up.
Keep you quiet.
Prosthetic surgery.
What'd you say?
Cosmetic.
Keep you
Oh,
quiet.
it's for anti-snoring.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
It's an anti-snoring device, and this is only one of many anti-snoring devices. And we'll be back to explain this later if you can stay awake during this whole spot.
The BUZZR Academy of Hosting presents Tossing to Commercial.
We'll be back.
We'll be back first. This.
Keep it right here on BUZZR.
Now let us meet our expert on snoring.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Marcus Bulwer.
Number 2.
My name is Marcus Bulwer.
Number 3.
My name is Marcus Bulwer.
And here is the somnolent story of Marcus Bulwer. It says here, I, Marcus Bulwer, snored so loudly, it was one of the reasons that my wife divorced me. Eventually, thanks to a Carnegie Foundation grant, I spent 5 sleepless years researching snoring. Then I wrote a book titled Snoring, New Answers to an Old Problem. Now here are some facts. On a given night, 35 million Americans snore, and the reasons are legion, such as the swelling of the throat tissues and the nasal passages, infected tonsils and deviation of the septum. Indeed, a small jaw in combination with a large tongue can induce snoring. Sadly, only half the snorers of the world can be cured. For those that can, perhaps a diet may do it, or perhaps giving up smoking. For others, a snore ball is the answer. Well, if you can't cure snoring, it doesn't mean that you are doomed to failure. Winston Churchill was a 35-decibel snorer, and Theodore Roosevelt once snored so loudly that every patient in his hospital wing complained. Signed, Marcus Bulwer. And we'll start the questioning with a gentleman whose warm and wonderful stories of his childhood in Pittsburgh have induced snorers from coast to coast.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to stop that. Number 2, what is a snore ball?
A snore ball is a ball you sew in the back of your pajamas, and if you roll over on your back, you will turn over on your side.
Because you roll over on the snore ball.
Yes.
Number 1, now, are people more apt to snore when they're lying on their back?
They're more apt to, yes.
Why, number 1, would a person be more apt to snore on their back than on their side or on their front?
Because the snore comes out of your mouth. When you're on your back, your head is back, and if your jaw relaxes, you're in a good position to begin snoring.
Number 3, Gary mentioned that very few cases of snoring can be cured. In the strict sense of the word cured, how can a person be cured of snoring?
If there's a physical reason for the snoring, something that is a malformation of the nasal passages or the tongue, that can be cured by surgery.
Number 2, these shops that sell things to help you sleep, they sell earplugs and things like that. I mean, wouldn't it be easier just to have your wife or your husband, depending on who you are, wear the earplugs and then your snoring wouldn't bother that person?
Yes, it would.
You mentioned, number 1, that Theodore Roosevelt kept everyone in the hospital awake. How loud of a snore does it take to do that particular thing?
About what we call 35 decibel.
Well, now, we're talking at about how many decibels now?
Oh, sorry, Bill, and we're going to go to Peggy, please.
Number 3, do you think earplugs can keep out a really successful snorer?
It depends on whether the listener wants to keep the snorer out. If they don't like what you're doing when you're snoring, they're going to hear anything.
That's right. You're right. Right. Now, number 1, why would a diet cure snoring?
If you are lighter in weight, it opens up the mouth. There is less flabbiness there, and somewhat less likelihood of snoring.
Thank you. But number 2, do you know some people snore even before they go to sleep? You get indications of what's to come before they even close their eyes?
Yes, that's possible.
That's possible, honey. That's true. Now, number 3, I know a perfect cure for snoring. You whisper in the ear of the snorer while he's asleep very lightly that you're going to stab him with a bread knife and then stop snoring right away. Yes.
I'm amazed at the depth of your research on this subject. Let us now go down to Mr. Nipsey, please.
My mother always told me never marry a woman who snored, but be careful how I found out. Is there anyone, number 2, who snores so loudly he wakes himself up?
Yes, I've done so.
Yeah, all right. Number 3, you mentioned smoking. First, I want to ask you, how does smoking alter one's tendency to snore or not?
Well, the theory is that it inflames the nasal passages, and they close up, and the air's got to come in somehow.
Thank you. Number 1, is there a drunk snore? I didn't see alcohol connected in any way with it.
Yes, there is.
And what causes that?
Alcohol is a depressant. Once again, it relaxes the mouth, it relaxes the cavity, and you're more prone
now
to
go
snore.
back to number 2. Is this ever emotional, or is it always a physical in its causative state?
Yeah. It could be psychological.
Uh-huh.
All right, final whacks go to Kitty
Thank you.
Carlisle.
Number 3, you said that 35 million people snore. What happens to the 200? Why don't the 200 million other people not snore?
Well, we don't know that they don't. It's just that nobody complains about them snoring.
I see. I get it. I get it. Number 1, if you sleep with your mouth shut, do you not snore?
Generally speaking, you do not snore with your mouth closed.
Number 2, I found if you turn somebody over, it stops them from snoring.
Yes, it does.
That helps, doesn't it? Why is that? Because the mouth then shuts if you're on your side?
No, usually they turn over.
Uh-huh. And number 3, what is the uvula?
That's the soft palate.
Does
the
that
bottom.
have anything to do with your snoring when it relaxes?
We believe so. Yeah, the research has shown that people with softer palates do have a tendency to have louder snores.
But everybody has a uvula, don't they?
All righty, we got ourselves a bell there, friends, and based on what you've learned or haven't learned, mark down a number, and the number, you do it at home too, will be a number 1, or a number 2, or a number 3. And Bill Cullen, have you arrived at a momentous decision here?
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I snore. You know, at the moment.
You've got a tactful wife.
Yeah, either that. We're both sound sleepers. I think that I do have one of the softest palates on the east side. Perhaps that's... Anyway, I voted for number 1 on the basis of what I thought was a great deal of deep research.
Very well, and so we've got a 1 showing, and we go to our Miss Cass.
Well, I have a long experience with people who snored, and I want to tell you, sometimes they do wake themselves up. So I voted for number 2. They wake themselves up, and they expect you to sleep.
I didn't say anything. Jeepers. Got 1 and a 2. Let's go to Nipsey.
I voted for number 2 because he knew about the sleep ball, and he had fairly good information, and he looked like his name would be Marcus.
All right.
After
and
Garvey.
That's not bad thinking.
Yeah.
All right. As in Garvey, we've got a 2 and we got a 1, and we're going to Kitty.
Well, I voted for number 3 because he knew what the uvula was.
All right, we're spread all over the place, and the votes are all in. Will the real Marcus Bulwer please stand up, sir?
Oh,
There he is. It is Dr. Marcus Bulwer, is it not? Dr. Bulwer will be back to you in a moment, but let's find out who your imposters are. Number 1, what is your real name, please, and what do you do?
My name is Ward Reed, and I'm a management consultant in New York.
Good job. Number 3, tell us about you.
My name is Bob Chevette. I sell machinery to the plastics industry.
Dr. Bulwer, as much of a subject as this is not your only research. What do you really do full time?
Well, I teach speech correction in the public school.
Oh, speech correction in the public school where?
Yes, we train them at Florida A&M University.
Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Bulwer, for being with us, and thank you, gentlemen, as well. Take care. I want to give credit where credit is due. The cover for this book was posed for by our producer, Bruno Zerato, in the control room during a crisis of one of our shows. I just wanted you to know what that was a picture of. And so on behalf of the panel and myself, this is Gary Moore saying be very kind to each other, will you? And goodbye out there.
This is Bill Wendell speaking for To Tell the Truth, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.